You grade the student accurately according to his or her performance. And then you put here your general evaluation. You can also be specific. Unlike this is vague, right? So, what do I mean by specific? Example, well done. You were able to learn the words like this, but you need to practice more answering incomplete sentences. Next, weakness, we have vocabulary range, grammar, pronunciation, listening, and fluency. And then, of course, your suggestion. How can the student improve or work on his or her weakness? Okay. Any questions regarding our lesson memo? Yes, teacher Marvin.
I would like to ask, does the parents see this lesson memo as well, or only the coaches
Mhm.
or the technical staff?
Okay. So the lesson memo can be seen by the parents as well, and of course the student. So you really
So
need to
I have a
input.
following question.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah. So you
Okay,
just
I will
need
just
to make sure that what you put here are accurate on what the student learned and what you taught. Okay.
un understood. But what if the parents disagree with your ideas or the way you put in the memo?
We have
What
lesson
if?
recording teachers.
Okay,
So of course it
understood.
would most probably if they will disagree, it's either they will complain, they will make a complaint, but then again, complaints are for validation, right? And you can make an appeal. How would
Yes.
coaches or trainers validate it? We, what they call this, we watch your lesson recording. I'll show you how. Okay. Uh,
Okay, understood.
there. So don't worry. All right.
Okay.
Any more questions? None? Okay. Just to review or to remind everybody, if it's possible for you to post the lesson memo after the lesson time, you post it. Okay. But if not, kindly be aware again of our deadlines. Here, these deadlines 1400s that same day, 2000s that same day, 9 a.m. the next day. So if you are late, example, for your 12 o'clock lesson, you posted the LM 1402, absent, which means bigger penalty. So what I do tell teachers before they log out to their my page, make sure that under the lesson history in their LM, there shouldn't be an undone LMs here. Hold on. It should be like this. Under unfinished LM, it should be cleared. Okay? All right. We're done with the LM. With the LA, please don't dwell on it too much because that's for free trial lessons. I think once in a blue moon you will uh, encounter that if you applied as an FTE teacher. But with regular students, no, you will not post any LA at all, just LM. Next. What if the student is absent? Where can you mark the student absent, everybody? In which tab?
Lesson history.
Um, lesson
Lesson
Yes,
history.
history.
right. Lesson history as well. Okay. Example, October 24. There. You see here under absent, mark student absent. Just like with LM, you cannot click this one if it's not time yet. When can you mark the student absent?
After 25 minutes, ma'am, of class.
No.
After 15 minutes
15
of
minutes
Okay.
yeah.
After
after 15
After
the
minutes.
15th minute, 1-5. Okay. After the 15th minute, you mark the student absent first here before leaving AC. Because if you leave AC first before marking the student absent, you'll be tagged as leave early. Okay? Right. Mark student first and then leave AC. Okay? So, example. Hmm. If it's already time, if it's already the 15th minute of the lesson, you click mark student absent and then you'll be directed here. This tab will show you have their absent reason, and then you need to input something there. Example, student teacher waited for 15 minutes. Student never entered the room. Just that simple. And as you can see here, choose file, you needed to upload to proof that the student is really absent. So maybe your first screenshot or picture is the time you entered AC. Second screenshot, 15 minutes during the 15th minute of the lesson. So therefore, when you do screenshot, you take what do you call this? Your whole screen with the lesson date and time. Oh, sorry, with the date and time. Okay. All right. Any questions regarding marking the student absent? Yes, teacher Marvin.
No, ma'am, I don't have question.
None.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's just
All right.
this my mom.
No worries. I'll lower it. No questions regarding marking the student absent. Okay. What if the student entered during the 14th minute of the lesson? What should you do?
Continue the lesson.
We will continue the lesson.
Assume at least 25 minutes to 15.
Exactly. You continue with the lesson, but you still end in the 25th minute. So, example, 1600s, 1614, the student entered. So, you still end the lesson at 1625. So, you don't start counting when the student entered. Okay? So, don't worry because inside AC, you will see there a clock. All right? And it will turn red if it's already time. So you can extend until 2 minutes. That's all. You can extend more if you don't have any classes after. Okay? So you can extend as long as there would be no class na mapektuhan. All right? Another, just to remind everybody, if you extend time, the time that you extended That's not an additional pay. Okay? So it is up to you whether to extend or not. So let's proceed. We're done with lesson memo. We're done with marking your student absent. Now, with I think it's hold on. Mm, The question is from I think it's teacher Michelle. I think it's your
Yes, ma'am.
question regarding if there's power interruption, right? Like that,
Yeah, or
or
yes, ma'am, or
calamity.
any, yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So in that case, let's proceed. What if you are the one who will be absent or cannot conduct the lesson? First, according to the video, what should you do?
Inform the team.
That is your second, what do you call this? That's the plan B. What should be your first resort if you cannot conduct your lessons? Yes, teacher Janelyn.
Should close the slots first.
Okay. All right. You can close the slots if the slot is open. And you can close slots if it's more than 30 minutes before that lesson time. So let's say you cannot conduct your class, uh, your open time at 16:30. You you cannot close it anymore since it's already 16:02. So what if it's not open but a booked lesson? You cannot close book lessons. Yes, teacher Marvin.
I'm not sure if it's correct, but you have to go to shift management, then you have to inform them that you're going to be not going to have class.
All right. So almost there. You go to shift management.
Mark
I'm
yourself
looking
absent.
for, yes, I'm looking for the term.
Mark yourself as absent.
What
Signal.
do you call that? Yes, teacher Stephanie. I cannot hear anything again. I'm sorry.
Um,
Yeah, still none, teacher. Yes, teacher Michelle.
that would be under teacher penalty dispute,
Yes, there would be penalty. Yes, teacher Rolene.
Self-tagging, miss. You
Exactly.
click icon.
Very good. So, like with teacher Marvin G mentioned, you go to shift management. And how could you inform the student and parent? Use the self tag function by, as teacher Rolene mentioned, clicking the boy icon here. Example, later, teacher Abby Vivi cannot conduct her class at 19:30. So you click this one, the boy icon, and then the self tag function will appear. You have there the lesson time. Oh, sorry. Am I sharing? Can you see my screen, by the way? Yes, okay, good.
Yes, ma'am.
So you see there the lesson time, the student text, reason for absence. For you to see the other reason, click this arrow here. And then for remark, you can put more detail. What do you mean by sickness? Okay. And then you click submit. If you would like to attach proof there, use the snipboard.io. I'll show you how. Example. Let me just take a screenshot of my board. For the snipping for the tool that I use to do screenshot, I use snipping tool, and then you of course save save the picture, and then you just drag here. Why is it not working? Yeah. So just screenshot my, and then you see here there would be a link. It'll be saved as a link. You copy paste, you go back there in the self tag function, you paste it. Because the support team would be able to see that by copy pasting it. So they will be redirected to the picture. So if you have MedCert and then you just upload it here in the snipboard.io. All right. Questions regarding self tagging?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes. I'll lower down teacher Marvin and teacher Michelle's hand. Okay. So if you have a question, just raise it again. Yes, teacher Ronsel.
Are we still in the marking the student absence slides, ma'am? Because I cannot see the the slides that you're.
Same, ma'am.
It's on
You can
Same
see
the other
anything
window.
on your
You
screen.
you
I
cannot
just still in the marking the student
Yes,
absent.
yes. It's still on the
really.
marking the student
Okay.
absent tab.
I'll reshare again. Sorry about that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, here. So again, just saying, if you would like to attach proof here in the remark, just use the snipboard.io here. So you dragged the picture, you copy paste. There would be a link that will appear here. You copy, you go back, and then you paste it. Okay. So with teacher Michelle's what you call this, she mentioned regarding penalties, right? So every time
Yes,
that you
ma'am.
incur absences without proof, of course, there would be penalties. It depends on the time wherein you informed or self-tagged. So the earlier you notify, the lesser the penalty is. So if you will use the self-tag function, how many hours in advance should you use it? As much as possible. 12 hours in advance.
12
Okay?
hours.
Here.
12 hours.
But I hope it would not happen that you will not just notify, that you'll let not notifying at all. So example, you don't have data, there's power interruption, right? So you cannot do self-tagging. Then, second resort, plan B, you inform lesson support. You have there the, what they call this, their number, right? Here. Okay. Also, kindly take a screenshot of our support team. Hold on. Still loading. Here. Can you see the picture? Support team.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. So this is our support team. We have the lesson support. If you have any lesson concerns or if you need to be absent, lesson support. Technical help desk, any technical issue. Example, AC issue, AC lagging, my page issue if you cannot just log in to your my page, technical concerns. Because there are times that if you input 3 times, I think, the password incorrectly, you'll be locked. So you need to inform them, the technical help desk, so that they could refresh the password. Okay. Fees team for any earnings, your earnings concern, and teacher support us. Example, if you would like to take leave of absence or request for special plotting, just email hbt.support at 5ontalk.com. Done taking a screenshot or picture? Yes, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So going back, if you did not notify anyone or you did not use the self tag function, you will be penalized how many percent?
200.
300%.
300%. Yes. Example, teacher Ronsel. There was an what do you call this? Power interruption on their area there. And he doesn't have any data at all. So he forgot to report or reach out to lesson support until the very next day. So if he checked his lesson fee summary, he will be penalized 3 times his rate. So example, teacher Rancel's rate per lesson is 50 pesos. No noti means he will receive 150 penalty. So no matter what happened, exert all means so that you could inform lesson support if you cannot conduct your lesson. Okay? Pero ang plan A, do self-tagging. If you cannot do self-tagging, that would be the time that you inform lesson support. Okay? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Questions regarding self-tagging? None? Okay. None. Now, every time that you will incur infractions, absences, leave early, late entry, it will show here in the attendance report. This yellow button here, it will go up. And every time that you reach a warning, your My Page will be on a preventive lock. Let's say you reach first warning, your My Page will be locked for 3 days. Second warning for 5 days. Final warning 7 days. As a review, you need to wait for an email. You'll be invited for a coaching session. Okay? Here. If your My Page is on a preventive lock due to your attendance, we coaches cannot unlock it. We cannot override the system. But if your My Page is on preventive lock because you weren't able to attend a coaching session, a training, once you're done with that session, your coach or trainer will be able to unlock it. Okay? During this time, if your My Page is prohibited, you can still log in to your My Page. You can still conduct, and you should conduct the remaining book lessons that you have, but you cannot open slots. Okay, so you can still access the tabs here, but the only thing you cannot do when you are on preventive lock is to open slots. Okay, okay. Next, last but not the least, how can you gain more bookings here? First is to follow this classroom standard. Please take a picture of this again. So as early as now, and before you take your NTC or start your NTC, I hope you could work on this things. Why is it loading? Here. So this is our classroom standard. Uh, is it already visible, by the way?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
first,
Yes, ma'am.
all right. So first off, your attire, everybody. So when you attend training, coaching sessions, especially when you conduct your lessons, you need to wear formal attire or smart casual. What do I mean by smart casual? Polo shirts, shirts with color. Okay. Your background or backdrop. For now, during your NTC, it's okay if you just have the plain white background, just like with Teacher Roncel, Teacher Michelle, like those. But once you graduated NTC, you're done with your CE demo, then you should have something there that could tell students and parents that you are from 51 Talk. Proper branding. If you can get the TARP already, do so. If you don't have yet the budget to get the TARP, you just print out the logo and your teacher name. Okay? Next, lighting. Everything should be well lit, not only just your face, but your workspace as well. There shouldn't be any shadows there. Lighting should be balanced. Next, of course, you also need to pay attention to your personal grooming. Everybody, make sure that your hair is well kempt. Apply light makeup for girls, or just put powder so you don't look like Hagardo Versosa. Okay? And then, of course, for girls, you put lipstick. Preferably wear red lipstick, but uh, some they do not like wearing red. Just make sure that your lipstick is visible in the camera. Okay, dear. Last but not the least, camera orientation. Everyone, kindly look yourself at the camera. Are you at the center now? Or baka nasa gilid kayo like that? So, center yourself, and then your head to torso should be visible. Hindi lang yung face nyo like this. Okay? And also not like that. Okay? So your head to torso should be visible always. There should be enough spaces on the left, right, and even a bit over your head. Okay? Spaces are also important. Why? You'll be making movements on your classes. You'll be showing visual aids on your classes. So those are the things that you need to do to ensure you have good camera orientation. Okay? Everything clear regarding classroom standard?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Second way, and I think the top way for you to get more bookings is to take care of your attendance. Reliability. So reliability here in 51 Talk, means minimizing your absences, late, and leave early. So as early as now, I want you to think what would be your backup if ever there would be unforeseen situations. Okay? Maybe in the long run, you could also invest to backups. Power bank, what else? Pocket Wi-Fi, like those. Okay? Because you know naman here in the Philippines, our net connection here, especially now that it's Burma, it's rainy seasons already, everybody. We're prone with power interruption and net interruption. Okay, there. So reliability, here's our logic. If you have good attendance, good booking rate, l- lots of absences, leave early, low booking or no bookings at all. All right? Questions? Yes, teacher Stephanie. Yes. Again, please. Okay. If I heard it correctly, if you can set a day off. Yeah, okay. So, as an HBT or home-based teacher, you can control your workdays here. All right? As long as you are opening 60 peak hours in one cutoff. Okay? All right. Yes, teacher Marvin.
Does the salary depends on the bookings?
Yes. Your earnings depends on your booked lessons and on your penalties. Okay? So if you have penalties, how could you maximize your earnings?
Understood, ma'am.
Yeah. Anything else? Yes, teacher Michelle.
Yes, ma'am. What about holidays, special non-holidays? Can we still have, lessons in that?
Yes, of course. But then again, that would not be double pay. Yeah,
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
you're welcome. So it's up to you, teachers, during holiday, if you will conduct lessons during that time or not. So if you think you'll rest during those holidays, don't open anymore. Okay? All right. Any more questions? None? If none, let's take part three quiz. Part three has 10 questions, still multiple choice. So it's already 4:24. Let's answer together at 4:31. Okay, go.